and the Baltimore Ravens. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a big pickup of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Eric Armstead. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Bush. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
A give to Henry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. On the carry, Shaheen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Adam Shaheen taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Will Lutz on for the point after. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They run for it with Breida. They find some open field here.
It's my fault for missing, running in and missing tackles.
That's Charger touchdown. Matt Breida.
I had 2 people. He's taking missing tackles. Damn.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Yeah, I get the ball at halftime.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
Let me go. Come on, y'all.
Up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for
so.
the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the
Get up out of here, boy. Get up out of here.
Now we've got whistles. And
show ass out of here.
Get up here is Jones. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. These two teams all tied after 1. On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left.
You got to take them hits. Don't take them hits, though.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A little juke. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
The give is to Jones. Room here to run. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
36 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
52 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a play fake. Lance
rolling to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Henry.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Lutz with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Bailey now kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Give to Jones.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Jackson on first down. A check down here to Jones. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
7 yards, the pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down. It's
let me make the tackle.
Breaking from the contact. Past the 20. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 11. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Okay, cheat, y'all.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Jackson now. Flush to his right.
Let's go. Pick it up.
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good
Surgery.
job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah,
Surgery mode.
Give a little tip of the cap
Pretty
to
good
the
Dr.
stop
Miami,
troops
Jada.
there because they didn't give up a touchdown that
Put it in the end
situation,
zone.
right? Made him kick the field goal. And yeah,
Give me the
points
full
went against them,
220.
but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So we go. Gun.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing on first down is Lance. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got a man complete.
Good job, DJ.
All the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. I think
Drake.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Big hole up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Gainwell. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders. And he
is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have retaken
You missed it. You missed it, fool.
What's good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And a slant to his running back, it's Jones. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. He completes this to Russell Gage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Lance now to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I'm protected. Good job, y'all. Tyler's going to block. Odell's going to be wide open. DJ Chark's going to be open late.
Here's
DJ Chark's open late. There we go.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk.
Second window.
And
that
moving the sticks and controlling the football,
should do it.
There's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll try and run for it with gain 1.
Get out of there, Kenneth. Come on, man.
First down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
77 just got thrown away, dog.
Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 18. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll run it with Shaheen. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy.
Oh, Dale, catch the fucking ball, nigga.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Gainwell.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Running with Shaheen, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to air one out.
Yeah, Javon, get up. Get up, get up, get up.
Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
They start the drive here with Gainwell.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? you're taking charge.
On third down, it's Gainwell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences
He tried to jump it. Oh, just Jeremy Chin, how ass. Stop playing with him.
That is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Ravens on third down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This is third down and 12. Now Lance. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. As they get him down well short of the line to gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Midfield. I should have threw that short one. I hesitated and then got bumped in the pocket, I guess.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth. As
Did he drop it? No.
On a crucial drive, 1st and 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Jones again.
Yeah, get out of bounds.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7.
That's cool.
And it's a 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Big boy, big 72. So let me get you out of here.
Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more.
Drop that.
He's going to have to look up to Gage. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Jackson on 1st down.
Yeah, come on, big boy. Come on, I'm putting you in the spot on purpose, man. Exactly.
But he couldn't pull that one in.
Life comes at you fast, I know.
But getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, they'll let this go for the end zone.
Yeah, my ball bump.
As it's knocked away and incomplete.
Got him.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Yeah.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go with Jones. Touchdown, L.A. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Nifty move.
Come on, DJ, get up out of here.
The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Derrick Henry been out the game for a long time, man.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cohen. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
I should have went down. I'm tripping, but I knew him to get these little points if we're going to be getting this much playing time.
18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their
The
lead.
gets, silly head.
They were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now Jackson. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. Felt compelled.
Get out of here.
Trailing in the 4th quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down. Doesn't matter the distance. And they did.
Yeah, boost me. Do something, because this was not in the game for me, dog. Oh, man.
Everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Here's Jackson.
Yes, sir.
And this
Best in the
is
league. Get your hands on
intercepted,
him.
and that should do it. Picked off by Justin
Set him up.
Simmons.
Set him up. I
Ravens are
blitz in
gonna
that
take over
corner.
once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Blitz that corner. Just threw that mug up. Oh, anyway.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset.
Oh,
Oftentimes
DJ,
they have a
catch
guy
that, man.
upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Ravens going to move on to another week in his playoffs, as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.